Hey gang, what's up? It's Jason. It's been a while. This channel, I gotta think it's been like a year or something. I don't know. Because I'm going to put this up on my Taisha Jason channel, not my Argonauts. Because it's movie related and vaguely related to living in Japan, but not specifically necessarily. And I just wanted to put this out because some of you may have experienced this thing I'm going to talk about, and some of you may not. And it's the first time I had done it, so there you go, and it's 2016. So I think if you watch this channel and you know me at all, you know how big a movie fan I am. I used to travel a great distance when I lived in a very rural part of Shimane-ken to go to the movies. Now I live in a bigger city, and I'm more able to go to the movies, and the movie theaters that I have as an option within, say, a half an hour of my apartment offer 4DX, which I'm going to talk about, IMAX, and then, regular nice stadium seating, raise the handle on the chair so this fat body can fit easily in the seat cinemas. So I'm very happy about that. So there's this thing called 4DX, and I wish I should have brought the flyer, the little Japanese poster. But anyway, it might be called something different where you're from or whatever, and this has been like a thing they've been developing for a long time. But basically you go and you see the movie and the chairs move and things spray in your face like water, and little shoots of air go off around your head to make it seem like the bullets are whizzing by. These kinds of things, all coordinated, of course, with the movie that you're watching on screen. So a lot of the movies that come to the theater I haven't seen yet because A, they're either in Japanese, there's a Japanese movie, or it's something like Deadpool, which I always thought, hey, that would have been fun to go see that way, but it was only dubbed into Japanese. And for some reason, the movie that I went and saw tonight was London Has Fallen. Not a great movie, but perfect movie for this experience. And I figured it would be, and I was right. And so here in Japan, it's called End of Kingdom in katakana, and it just opened a week or two ago. And they only have one screening a day in this special theater. It only holds about 120 people. It's like a row of 16 chairs in sections of 4, so 4 chairs moved together. And there was only about 20 people, because again, it's subtitled. If you're Japanese, and everybody else in the theater except me was, you have to read subtitles. But it wasn't 3D, because I didn't want to. I wear glasses. Are they here? No, they're not here. When I go to the movies now, because the screen's far away and I'm getting old. And so I didn't want to also have to wear 3D glasses. So it was a 4DX American movie in English that's not in 3D. So all those things came together with this movie so I could finally try this thing. And the next movie they have coming up, which I might try, again, if it's offered in English with Japanese subtitles, would be Independence Day Resurgence, which doesn't open here for about another 2 weeks. I think it opened in America maybe this weekend. So you can leave a comment. Don't spoil, but if you thought it was good or bad, if you saw it. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink. I think certain fun movies like that are perfect for this format. So what is this format? So a long time ago, I remember going to like a county fair or something, and they had Peter Gabriel, and so this was like in the 80s, or maybe early 90s, and he brought out an album with a song called Kiss the Frog, and they had made this animated music video with him inserted in it, and you could go into this little truck, and like 8 people at a time or something, and the whole truck, like the whole thing would move, almost like the Back to the Future ride at USJ or Universal Studios. And you would, move in sequence to this music video, which was probably about 4 minutes long. And, so it was kind of like a roller coaster, but you didn't go anywhere. And I saw, right before the movie started, they showed some trailers. And I can't remember if it was Alice, the new Alice in Wonderland, which isn't open here yet, or some weird Gods of Egypt type of movie with Gerard Butler in it as well. But they made the trailer with the 4DX technology. So the seats moved, and for like 2 minutes, it was just non-stop movement. I'm like, oh my god, is this how the movie's going to be like? I'm just going to be like, like thrown around for 90 minutes or however long this movie was I just saw, probably about 100 minutes. Because that's no good. You need some downtime. And luckily, no, the movie wasn't like that. So if you just see a trailer with it, it's like, wow, that's a lot of like jostling all at once. But obviously they packed the trailer with all the kind of stuff. So you sit in the seat, and you actually kind of like, it's almost like a barber chair. Like you sit up, and your feet, go into a little cradle at the bottom. I'm a pretty tall guy, 180 centimeters, and so my feet were up off the ground, so you're sitting completely in this thing which can move. There's, little things in front of you to spray things. There's stuff that comes down from the ceiling. Like I said, there's stuff that comes from the headrest. There's even stuff that pokes, like, in your back, like, in the back of the chair. Like, when you would stab someone, it would be like, poke, 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 poke. It was really interesting. So this movie was perfect. It had helicopter battle, it had car chases, it had explosions, lots of gunplay and firefights with guns and running around and, oh my gosh, motorcycle chase and, just perfect for this type of movie. So I would say if you're going to try this, pick the right kind of movie to go see it. I mean, obviously you're not going to go see a Meryl Streep drama in this format. There's no point. But also a really long movie like Civil War is one of these Marvel movies that tend to be over 2 hours. It might be a little long, But, if you've seen a movie in this format other than London Has Fallen, let me know. So I didn't even know how much it cost. I went on Saturday night. The regular movie price is 1,800 yen, which currently is about $18 American, because it's about 100 yen to the dollar. And so she said, okay, it'll be 1,800 yen. I'm like, oh, cool, it's the same as a regular movie. And she says, plus 1,000 yen, so 2,800 yen. So it's 1,000 yen upcharge to see this type of theater, to go into this seat. So that's about $10 extra. So my ticket was $28, basically, to go see this movie. Yeah, that's expensive. But I was already committed, this was my plan for the evening. So I was like, all right. You could do it cheaper, I think. There are days when the movie ticket price is like 1,000 yen or 1,100 yen because it's Man's Day or it's the first of the month and blah, blah, blah. So you could go see this experience cheaper by, $6 or $7. And maybe even a matinee would be cheaper, I don't know. But anyway, so it was $28. I did buy I thought twice about it, but I did buy a drink and a popcorn. They warn you don't have like an open drink, like a coffee or something. You need to have a lid on it, and it's true. And, the theater, like I said, only about 20 people in a 120-seat theater, so I knew nobody would be sitting next to me, so I put my popcorn kind of securely in the seat next to me. And there are definitely times in the movie where you have to hold on. I mean, literally, it's like, like one of these things, It's definitely during some of the car chases, there's some, jump-out scare moments in a way. Like he's walking down the corridor and he's ready and the bad guy's walking down, he thwacks him with something in the face and, just boom, and the chair just kind of rocks you back like the bad guy got rocked back. Yeah, it really, the thing that was interesting about it is it really does make you more invested in the movie. Action like that, especially action you've seen tons of times, car chases and stuff, RPGs going off and things blowing up and, helicopters going and stuff. I mean, you're in it because you're at a theater, it's on a big screen, there's good sound. But this, I mean, they walk outside and it's raining or whatever and little rain falls on you and things, blow by you sometimes, especially if they're like a gun battle, and you're just sort of more involved. I gotta admit, it really does kind of make it a more immersive experience, and I'm sure I enjoyed this pretty silly little movie. I liked the first one a lot, and I thought, okay. A lot more than I probably would have if I had just seen it flat 2D, just in a regular movie theater or on my television, as an iTunes rental or something. So I gotta give it a thumbs up. I don't know that I'll do it a lot. Like I said, I think you really have to pick your movie. And you have to be ready to be jostled quite a bit. I'm so big that I wedged into the seat. So there wasn't a lot of me like moving around within the seat, but like 2 seats down from me was a fairly small Japanese woman, and she was probably like, whoa, like moving around within her seat. And probably really holding on. There's no seatbelt or anything, but yeah, you have to be so tall to go in, and there's all these things. It's like a roller coaster, but I really had fun. So I'll put a link down in the description to, I think they have a website that I can point you at if you don't know about it. I say go do it one time. Pick the right movie and try it out. It was a lot of fun. I was surprised. Sometimes a little over the top. You're like, oh, come on, okay, I get it. We're the car's rolling. But it's interesting all the different little things they have to employ to bring you in. And like I said, it probably I'm gonna have to watch this movie now again, like 6 months from now when it's on DVD on my screen, and just see if it's like, that was a really bad movie. That was only made good by this 4DX experience. But I guess what would be a movie? I think they had The Force Awakens in that, and I think that would have been kick-ass. So I can't, like I said, Independence Day. If it's a fun, trashy movie, definitely I could see myself paying this hefty price again to try it out, or try to go on maybe a day when the ticket price is a little lower, so it's only about it'd be about 2,100 yen or 2,000 yen, so $21 instead of 28. But anyway, so thank you for watching. If you watched all the way till now, you are awesome. And what was the one other thing I was going to tell you about it? I was going to tell you something else about it that I don't remember. Okay, but thanks for watching again on this channel. I keep this channel open, but I haven't posted a video in forever. I really should do some more Blu-ray reviews and things and talk about some more media, but I just haven't had the time. But this is my new apartment, by the way. If you don't watch my regular channel for some reason, you can go over there and see a tour of the new apartment. But I'm in a new city now, and like I said, now I've got to go to the IMAX theater and try that. But again, I have to find, when they're showing something with subtitles and yada yada, and try to work it out. That one's way farther away from my house than this other theater that shows 4DX. But I'm looking forward to that. Maybe this summer. I don't know what's coming up that's a big IMAX-y type movie. Do we have anything left? Suicide Squad, maybe? But that's not coming out here until like September or something. Everything here is pushed back. Star Trek is way far away. The Jungle Book's about to open. Ghostbusters, I think, opens around the same time. And then, Deadpool just opened a few weeks ago, but I had already bought it on iTunes and watched it. But or Star Wars Rogue One, that would be an obvious one, which would be a lot of fun, I think. So, okay, peace. If you've seen a movie in this format, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think or thought about it, and would you pay to go see it again? How much is it where you live to see it? All that kind of groovy stuff. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.